So this is definitely going to be one of the weirder videos that I make. But people need to touch each other more.
You guys killed my dad in Korea. You think I'm happy to see you, my Jen?
Don't touch me.
Ooh. Or what? Huh?
Or I'll touch you back.
Come on, touch me, Dink. It's 3. Come on.
Oh, we're so sorry. Come to your... Are you coming? I have to finish my workout. Might as well finish on you.
So I've grown up Catholic, and most Sundays I go to church. And look, this is not one of those videos where I try to convince you of my faith. As someone who really struggles with it, I don't really care what you believe in. I don't even care if you're atheist or agnostic. You could believe in tarot cards for all I care. During our ceremony and during our mass, we like to do this thing called offering one another a sign of peace. It's this really heartwarming thing where basically whoever is around you, you just go ahead and shake their hand and you say, "Peace be with you." Now this ceremony or whatsoever action within church changed at the start of the pandemic. People opted to just kind of offering each other signs of peace like this way. Peace, peace. But it kind of bothered me because I really missed that physical contact that you would get whenever you would be just randomly conversing with someone and saying to them, "Peace be with you," and physically grabbing their hand. Initially, out of context, you might be like, "Oh, well, what's the big deal if I do this versus shaking your hand?" I think people ought to acknowledge that there's some sort of magical physical transmutation of empathy, of caringness, of respect for one another when I shake your hand. I mean, this is why whenever you meet up with your friends, after such a long time, after such a great hiatus, the dap up, the formation, the hug afterwards, all these seemingly minute things, they really mean much more on an instinctual level. I think that is what drives us to be less empathic with one another. When we put these physical barriers between ourselves, it limits us from having more human connection. And this is an ever-growing problem in our society. Everyone is isolated. Everyone is so insular to themselves in their own worlds. But no one really is open. And this, along with the tremendous amounts of quarantining and separation that COVID already caused, just adds another layer to that social anxiety that we as people now feel whenever I look at someone. For some reason, I get anxious or a little bit scared when large groups of people walk by me. And it's such a weird feeling because they're just people doing their own thing, walking across in the mall, yet somehow in crowded places I feel anxious. I don't really recall feeling that way before the pandemic, but now any sort of insecurity has just been heightened. And I think we just need to break that barrier with people. We need to stop being so uppity into ourselves. So I challenge you to hug the first 5 people that you see outside.
I'll kill you, bastard!
I'm no bastard. I'm Bruce Lee.
I even notice it affecting some of my friendships. Sometimes, even though I've known somebody for years and years and years, every time I meet up with them, there's sort of this weird kind of distance game that I'm playing. Like, I don't want to encroach too much in on you, but I want to be, close to you. It's this weird kind of tap dance that I feel, or I think most people feel that they have to do, because now everybody's concerned about coming off as a creep, or coming off as too touchy-feely, or coming off as someone that is just a little too engaged with the other person. It's like now we're just sort of touch starved, really. And this results in people being less willing to help out other people whenever they fall or have like physical injuries in public. People are less willing or less proactive to reach out whenever they see someone in distress. And I think it adds to social anxiety. We ought to normalize touching people again. I know. The phrasing of such a message is so just out there that it seems like I'm advocating for physical harassment, but I promise I'm not. All I'm suggesting is that we need to stop viewing each other as such a threat. Because when you build distance between one another, animosity becomes ever apparent. And so if you're walking around anxious of people around you, frightened of the world around you, that's no way to live. No way at all. I mean, how are you going to make truly deep and meaningful connections if you walk around with all this fear? If you're just constantly running through or running into this barrier. So yeah, touch people.